Skylar, thank you so much. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at those numbers here for the governor's race in our primary. It was very close. Now, yesterday we talked about how many people is a very crowded field. So you can see all the way down to about 3,700 votes, all the way to only 136,000 to 123,000 votes for Evett and Wilson. And then, as Skylar was mentioning there, for Ralph Norman, about 17.1%, Mace 12.1%. Very colorful that we are seeing right here on our map. All of these colors are actually representing who the majority in that county voted for. So, for example, if we're clicking right here in Richland County, it was about 40% over for Alan Wilson, while then moving on over in right on over here in Fairfield County, for example, you had Pamela Evett in here. But again, a very colorful slew here in the Palmetto State for that governor's race. A lot different over for the Democratic race here for this primary. You could see that Jermaine Johnson here with almost 60% of the votes, only won over in Orangeburg, where Mr. Billy Webster took control on in there. We also talked a lot about how there could possibly be runoffs and continuing to be runoffs for other elections. Well, for some of them, that didn't end up being the case. Let's go ahead and talk about really quickly. Originally, we thought this was going to be a runoff from yesterday, but you could see Dr. Annie Andrews coming in here in the Senate race with 61.5% of the votes. You can see where the majority of the Midlands there had Dr. Andrews and voted for her there. But switching on gears over into the Senate GOP race, you can see another dark red here for Senator Lindsey Graham, and then mostly in the upstate over here for Mark Lynch, but for the rest over here is with Senator Graham. Another thing that we really were looking at, of course, is for the houses that we have in our state. So really quickly, just wanted to go through that. We do have the 6th district. We have James Clyburn coming in there. When we also will be having a runoff in this area for District 2 in the Democrat. We have David Robinson and we have Zion Khalifa here, 41% and 34%. And then also here for District 5, we have clear winner on this one. Moving right along here in the GOP with our houses. Again, we only have 2 with these races earlier on today. We have Joe Wilson coming in with 74% in District 2. And then in District 6, we have John Peterson. So again, we do have another runoff that we're going to be getting on in there. And then lastly, I really wanted to show you here for the Ag Commissioner. A lot of colors that we have on in here. This one is also going to a runoff. You have Cody Simpson and Danny Ford. You can see Danny Ford having the majority of the upstate here today. Of course, that is where he's from, of course, Clemson. But then we have Cody Simpson, who again was endorsed by Trump with 38.1%, 37.2%. You can see just a matter of a little less than 2,000 votes came between just the two of them. So this is going to be a big runoff election that we are going to be watching for happening on June 23rd. Now, we do want to remind you, WLTX Plus is going to be your place to get all of the latest details on what happened yesterday with these election results, but also depend on us as we continue to cover these runoff elections that, again, you can watch on WLTX Plus and WLTX.com.